What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're continuing with a series where I'm going to test some of the more popular farming spots that I've seen in social media for Beast of Reincarnation. The rules are pretty simple. I'm going to pick a farming location, set a timer for exactly 5 minutes and see how much amber, skill points and experience I can actually make. Then I'm going to take those numbers and extrapolate them to see what the farm would look like if you kept going for a full hour. For this test, we're checking out an early game farming spot in the Pilgrim's zone, and we're going to see if the enemies there are actually worth your time. And if you find these farming tests helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more Beast of Reincarnation farming guides. So let's get started. So again, this farm takes place in the Pilgrim zone, which is the 4th area of the game. To get here, you want to fast travel to the Cave Interiore campsite. If you haven't unlocked this campsite yet, don't worry, I've got a guide showing you how to unlock every single campsite in the area. The link is in the description. Once you arrive at the campsite, turn around and head into the next area. Almost immediately, you're going to find a group of 6 golem enemies, and these guys are the entire reason we're here. They're relatively easy to kill, and they can give you skill points, and they have a chance of dropping spirit stones. These spirit stones can either be sold for amber or equipped for their various effects depending on what you need. Now, once you've killed 6 golems, just return to the campsite, rest, and the enemies will respawn. Then you repeat the process. So essentially, it's a very simple loop: fast travel, kill 6 golems, return to campsite, rest, and repeat. So let's put it to the test. So for this test, I started with exactly 10,121 amber. No stopping early, no extra farming before or after the timer, just 5 minutes of killing golems and resetting the area. And once the 5 minutes were up, here's where we ended. I finished with 23,299 amber, which means that we made a total of 13,178 amber in 5 minutes. That's already a pretty respectable amount for such a simple farming route. But amber isn't the only thing we're getting. I also started with 0 skill points and ended with 43 skill points. So that's 43 skill points in 5 minutes. And finally, we have experience because I started at 385 out of 1950 at level 36, and after 5 minutes I had reached level 37 with 199 out of 1990. So when we account for the remaining experience needed to reach 37 plus the 199, basically I gained 1,764 experience during the 5-minute test. So pretty much a level at this level. So let's think about what those numbers look if we multiply it for an hour. So if we extrapolate this results to an hour, our 13,170 amber becomes 158,136 amber, so 150k amber. Pretty impressive for an early game farming location. For skill points, our 43 skill points are going to become 516 skill points. And for experience, our 1700 experience, it's going to become around 21,000 experience. Obviously, these are theoretical numbers because you're probably not going to maintain the exact same efficiency for a full uninterrupted hour. You know, you have loading screen, menus, movement, potentially slower kills as you get distracted. And, you know, eventually you might start questioning your life choices after killing the same 6 golems for the 100th time. But as a baseline, these numbers give us a good idea of what the farm is capable of. So is this farm worth it? Well, for an early game farm, I think there's definitely something here. The biggest advantage is how simple the loop is. You only have to deal with 6 enemies. They're really easy to kill. The campsite is literally right next to the farming area. So that means that there's very little downtime between the runs. You're also getting 3 types of value for it because you're getting amber, you're getting skill points, and you're leveling up. So I think, yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, obviously there's one major downside, and that is, you know, that is the same downside for pretty much any farm, and that is that this is a very repetitive farm. You're killing this same 6 enemies over and over and over again, and because the campsite is so close, the entire loop is super short. So it's great for efficiency, but it's not necessarily great for your sanity. But if you turn on a podcast and do it, yeah, I think it's pretty good. Alright, so if you found this test helpful at all, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, because I will be testing a lot more farming spots across Beast of Reincarnation to find out which ones are actually worth your time. And if you've got a farming location that you want me to test, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.